Hello world, this is Leon and _labs, and we're building a plug-and-play SDK for crypto games. So crypto and games, right? These are two industries that are growing exponentially. We all know that, I hope. So if there's a way to bridge these two things, you'd create some very unique business opportunities. The problem is that bridge, it doesn't exist. I learned the hard way. Let me explain. So if you're trying to build a website, on the left-hand side here, you have all the tech required: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Web3, and Ethereum. But if you're trying to build a game, you're not going to use HTML, CSS. You're going to use a gaming engine, such as Unity. But the problem is that bridge between that gaming engine and the Ethereum blockchain, it's just not there. So what are people doing now? They're mixing these two stacks together. But it's like oil and water. So you get something funky like this. This is a crypto game, by the way. That dot's supposed to spin, and that spin's supposed to click. I don't blame the devs, but it's simply the wrong tool for the wrong job. So how do you solve it? Really simple. Use the right tool for the right job. So our solution is to fill in this piece, complete the web tech stack, and connect any game to the crypto ecosystem. So here's an example. Here's two: IPFS FPS and RetroShot. So these are two games that live in IPFS and Filecoin. The two guns here are NFTs, and that leaderboard in the background is connected to the Ethereum blockchain. So I was really proud when I built these two games, but then I realized when my customer reached out to me, they said, "Is it possible to abstract that out and put it into our own product?" I said, "Of course." So when I did that, I realized the value is not in these two games. The value is in that code that I abstracted out. So I pivoted to something less flashy, but far more valuable. And that is the SDK, or Software Development Kit. So right out the box, it supports ERC20s, 721s, 1155s, and any custom contract that you want, such as that leaderboard. You build a game once, and you can export it to any platform that you'd like. What's beautiful about this SDK is that it's really simple to use. Let me show you how. So in this example, I'm creating an empty project on Unity, saving it onto my desktop, and on the top right-hand corner is the SDK. To install it, all I have to do is just drag it in, click import, and just like that, I'm connected to any token that I want. If I go in here under prefabs, there are these pockets of functionality. I can send, receive, and in this case, I'm getting the balance of an 1155 token. I drag it into the scene, hit play, go to console, and you can see this number 332. So where's this coming from? Well, it's coming from an existing marketplace. It's coming from OpenSea. So in just a few clicks, I'm able to get my balance. Shout out to Devin and the OpenSea team. Those guys are awesome. Thanks for helping me out. So how does it work behind the scenes? Well, if you scroll down, you can see all of this information is simply being copy-pasted. Line number 1, what is the network? It's Rinkeby, right? Copy-paste. Line number 2, what is the contract? 2EBE, copy-paste. There's a theme here. And in one line, I can connect to that token. So now I want to get the balance of my MetaMask account with token ID 22. And in one line, 1155 balance of, I'm able to get that balance. It's that easy. So this was what, a 1-minute demo? So what can you do in 10 minutes? So in 10 minutes, instead of connecting to OpenSea, I can connect to Rarible. So I'm getting a 2D image from a marketplace and putting it into a 3D environment on IPFS. This was done in 10 minutes. Imagine what you can do in 20. It's a bad joke, but I think it's funny. Okay, so how to make that money, right? It's broken down into 3 parts, from level 1 to 3, from the bottom up. Level 1 is onboarding, very similar to what I just did before, how to double click, how to drag and drop, how to click play. Understand the pain points and figure out a stable SDK and license that, very similar to what my competitors are doing. And once that's stable, go to level 3 of having a service fee of 2% per transaction, very similar to what other marketplaces are doing. So for competition, there are a few, but before I get into the details, I want to say these guys are focused on the crypto side, the bits and bytes, the beep, beep, boop, boops. We're focused on simplicity. One-click install, drag and drop functionality, no crypto knowledge required, and it's token agnostic. Any token, any marketplace. So for Milestones, Q4 of 2020, we published these games on IPFS FPS, RetroShot, and the 1155 inventory. We launched a light version of the SDK on the Unity Asset Store. It's free, so try it out. Q1 of 2021, we plan on launching the full SDK. It's around 90% complete, growing the team and having 250 monthly paying subscribers with 20% compound month over month. We have a queue waiting, by the way. Q2 of 2021, we plan on bridging Web3 back into the Web2 industry. So I'm in talks with a few big gaming companies. I won't spoil it for you guys yet, but it's big. So before I go to my next slide, I want to say we've been talking about crypto games this whole time. Well, I thought it was that until my customer reached out and they said, yeah, we're not even a gaming company. We are an AR digital art company. And that's when the light bulb fired off. That's when I realized my biggest insight. That is, this tool goes beyond crypto games. So at first, I was targeting the 65 mil in NFT games. But then my customer was targeting this 185. I was thinking, what am I thinking, right? It's because I wasn't thinking. With custom contracts, you can tap into this whole DeFi space, loan your NFTs. And of course, the whole Web2 industry, 165 billion in revenue. So if you think about it, these guys are not using HTML, CSS to build these games. They're using a gaming engine. And this piece here is built specifically for that gaming engine. So to summarize, I want to say, you're the first to witness the missing piece that will change the economics for all of these industries. This thing's big. Okay, I'm fired up. Okay. My name is Leon. I was a software engineer at Shapeshift, researcher at Binance, and I've contributed Protocol Labs. I have a lot more to share, so if you want to reach out, here's my contact. Thank you.